The test results of DNA test conducted between Omobowale's son and Mr. Damilare few weeks ago. The result is out, and the two parties are live in our office to hear out the result. Please join us. Thank you. Once again, Omobowale, right? Omobo, Omobowale. Sorry, I'm not in Yoruba, so bear with me if I did not pronounce the name rightly. Okay, the result of this DNA test is out today, and we are to announce to the supposed father of the child and to both families and every one of you. Are you still standing on your ground that this supposed child of yours is a child of Mr. Damilare?
Yes, I am.
You stand on your ground.
Yes.
So, what if the results turn out opposite of your expectation, negative?
Can never be negative.
Can never be negative. So, if it turn out negative, what would be your reaction?
Something is wrong somewhere, but that is not me.
Eh?
Probably the DNA or something. It can never be. It can never be negative.
It can never be negative. Yeah, so wait. Okay, Dami, good morning. Okay. You are here to have the results of the test between you and your supposed child. Okay, what if this result turn out positive based on your doubts?
Like I said,
You speak up, you know the camera is
like I
not
said
on.
the last time I was there,
Yeah.
I said I would take responsibility for him.
Eh?
I said I would take responsibility for him, which I've been doing even before he was born. Before she took him away from under my care. We are here today at this junction because she intentionally took him away from my care and claimed that she wants to concentrate on taking care of him, herself, and her family. That was what she said in front of my family and I.
Last time.
So,
But don't interrupt me.
so there's never been a time that I said I can't take care of Jesse. As a matter of fact, she took him away from under my care.
Okay, is it DNA test conducted based on
Now,
the fact that she took the child?
She gave me several reasons to doubt the paternity of the test, which I have proof. And that was what prompted me to ask for the DNA test. That was last year. She absconded. She absconded after I requested for the DNA test. Months later, she came back and said, "We are ready for the DNA test." She came back early this year, out of nowhere, and said, "We are ready for your DNA test." I have the text message that she sent to me as proof. Now, when I requested for DNA test, my lawyer helped me in getting the info about the DNA test last year. He gave me a number of the number of Synlab, and I contacted them, and they told me the price, and I was ready to pay the bill. Only only for her to tell me that if I want to do a DNA test, come to Akure and come and do it in a general hospital. Of which that was not what she said at the police station after they asked her that that she should provide a son, and she said okay, no problem, only for her to track her statement at the police station, and told me when I got my valuables back and I called her, bring Jason, let's have the paternity test so that we can know how to move forward with taking care of him. And she said, is it the bastard son that you denied, that I should forget about having any son? I should forget that I even have a son, that she and Jason, they've relocated to Akure, and they've got to start, that Jason has to start a new life with a new family. That if I want to do
Context?
yes, everything is well documented. Both text and even phone conversation. I have it all recorded. So that was the last time I heard from her. Only for her to surface early this year.
Why are you lying?
Stop interrupt. Why is it that you can't hold yourself, woman? Come what may.
Yeah.
Keep your character to yourself in your house. Don't bring to the world.
Why are you lying?
Allow him to talk, woman.
Only for her to resurface early this year. She came to my house twice unannounced. The first time she came, she said she came to pick the remaining of her belongings. And I opened the door for her. She gave me a sack and I told her, I packed all your remaining belongings into the store. Go and pick it up yourself. She took the things she bought for Jason and left the ones that I bought for him. She came back later again, very early in the morning, and said she wants to come and pick up a wig. And I told her there's no wig here. So later she now started saying she came to human rights and I got a message from human rights that I should appear here, or because she alleged that I refused to do the DNA of our son, and I refused the child upkeep, of which she threatened in front of my family and I that she has a lawyer friend, that she's going to call the lawyer friend. The lawyer friend is going to draft out an agreement, but now we're going to take care of the child. Till today, no lawyer friend showed up. No agreement or any document was sent to me, because I immediately contacted my lawyer. And my lawyer said before I sign anything, I should make sure he reviews the documents. Until today, she didn't send anything, only for her to come to human rights, and I got a bit for human rights. And apart from that, I'm not sure if you are aware of this. I got this message last week from mediation. Because I don't understand while I'll
That's
be getting
justice court. Of course, you do it for your false allegations against me. That way, you rid me of my integrity, respect.
Excuse me. Hello. Excuse me, woman. Do you go any other place to report this guy after the attended case here and the DNA result was conducted and we are yet to receive the results?
No.
I just want to hear yours or no.
Yes, I do.
Good and fine. We are going to give him the result, and if she tries anything funny from today, deal with her mercilessly. To
Ma'am,
your reach.
The last time
Because-
you laid
excuse me.
allegations on me, you never allowed me to talk.
Excuse me, I allow you to talk. You
Today,
gave your
and this
statement
are the
first before
evidences.
this man. Every evidence you have, you can
Allow me-
provide it.
you
And
did allow
stop
me-
this crocodile
I
thing
did.
here.
I did.
You
I
did
reported
what?
this. No, I brought the case in December. But up until like about 2 months, they didn't do anything about the case.
So-
They were like, I should come back. So I had to I took it to justice court. I registered the case on their email and they said they would get across to him. It was not later after your secretary then now sent a message, because I waited for good 2 months before.
You
they
can even wait for
responded.
1 year. If it gets to your turn, they'll get to you. There's no
Ma'am,
way
the last
it gets
time
to
this
your
guy
turn. There are
did
other people that register cases
allegation
before
against
you.
Against me, you didn't hear me out.
You said what?
The last time he came here, he laid a lot of
Were you not
allegations.
here when he was talking?
You never allowed me to
Don't
talk.
even say that. You are lying in front of me.
I didn't.
You lied against him and you are lying against me here.
He's seated here.
That
the
what?
other woman is seated there. I wasn't allowed to talk. I was telling you everything he's saying is
It's a lie.
lies.
You were not saying, you were giving time to explain yourself. You talk before he responds to your complaints.
He now later respond with fabricated allegations that
what
I know
fabricated
not.
allegation? He was showing you the text message between you and him, and he's still here.
Let me defend myself.
And stop lying against me, because I'm not going to take that from you. You are lying. You're a blogger liar. You are telling me I did not give you time to talk. You explained millions of things from you that day, and he was responding to you.
Later he laid the allegation, and I wasn't allowed to talk.
Explain now.
Then I will.
Explain now. You are giving the opportunity to explain now.
Let me defend myself.
You defend yourself.
You ripped me a lot of my integrity. Why are you doing this?
Have this. Please.
Why are you doing this?
Are you ready to respond or not? Because I have things out there to talk.
I will.
You can respond to whatever he says.
About 8 months ago, we had issues about domestic violence, and he refused to take care of the boy. For like a month, I called him, he wasn't picking. He moved to his mom's house. He wasn't picking or doing anything. Like I said the other time. So I called him, even when the baby fell sick, I called him, he wasn't picking. I called his brother, I called his mom. None of them were responding to this thing. So after some time, I moved some of his valuables and I sent him a message. Even before then, I sent her a message. Jason was sick. I was alone with this boy. I sent him a message that, Daddy, this boy is strong. Come. Daddy sent me a message that I should come with my lawyer and a respectable family member before he can come and take care of his son. That is for like a month. So I took his valuable. A month I was still in his house. In that a month, he gave me a month to move out of his house, or else he will come and pack all of his valuables and hand over the key to his family, to the landlord. So for a month, I didn't hear from Dare. Dare didn't call me. Dare didn't do anything. He wasn't picking my call. His mother's house is close to mine. Dare is going there every day, and he didn't check on our son. So I now sent him a text message when my son was sick. I was alone with the boy. And he sent me a text message back that I should go and get a lawyer and a respectable family member. Then after then he will come and talk about how to take care of the boy. So I really don't want to take this far. I do not want to take it far. So I now sent him a text message that I've moved some of the valuables. Come with your lawyer and come and get it with your family. I forwarded back the message he forwarded to me. Then I told him to come and get his valuables and let's sign an agreement on our son's upkeep. So that was the whole thing. That was why I left his house. Then he got me arrested. I was detained for 24 hours. I got at the police station. I was telling them that let him sign an agreement on this boy's upkeep. The whole reason behind this is to get his attention, because I wasn't getting his attention for a month. So I told him, let him sign an agreement and I'm going to release this. So I was detained for 24 hours. The following day, the police officer spoke with me. And when they spoke with me, they said they should finish the whole dispute for the two of us. And he got there and he said 5 things. He said he would like to do the DNA of the boy. He would, I will have to go to his family member to apologize. Then the third thing, that I'll have to hand over the wedding certificate to him. So at that point, I don't know where the case or the issue of DNA was actually coming from. I was so surprised and shocked in my bone that, how could you? So he said because I came home from Easter, then the following week he was intimate with me. We were intimate the following week I was pregnant. So he's doubting the paternity. So the last time we came here behind the camera, he laid 4 good allegations against me. He can be very convincing because he is good at that. He fabricated a lot of constructive allegations that are false because he went to extract messages just because you want to tarnish my image. Now, the 4 allegations that he laid against, because a lot of his family are watching to wash my shame. Now, for the DNA, he requested for it, ma'am. My son is already in Akure. And when my son is already in Akure, I told him that, fine, if you want the DNA, let's go to Akure and do this DNA. Right in the police station. So it was now later, he sent me a text message that I should come and bring the son, then we should talk about how to take care of the boy. That was the same month in December. I now sent him a text message that the boy you claimed is a bastard. The boy you claimed that I brought a sperm outside for you to top the sperm. And if a week after I got pregnant, you are not talking about taking care of this boy. I'm not talking about the DNA. I said, no, it's never going to happen. that I'm going to bring the boy back, because as at then I was trying to get my stand. I was going to get an apartment. I was hustling to take care of the boy, taking care of myself. I'm schooling, he's schooling. So I was trying to do these two things together just to balance myself. So after, when I brought the boy back from Akure in February, I sent him a text message. Jason is around. Come and do the DNA. Meanwhile, for like 3 months, he wasn't calling. He wasn't sending any money to take care of this boy. He wasn't even checking on this boy. He didn't say a dime for the past 8 months. I now sent him a text message. I didn't abscond. I wasn't running away from DNA. 3 months later, when I brought the boy from Lagos, from Akure to Lagos, after I've gotten my stand well, I sent him a text message. You can bring the text message out. That come and do the DNA of Jason. We are around. He sent me a text message that he is not ready now whenever he's ready. So I told him, so in 1 year, if you are not ready to take care of this boy, you won't do the DNA, right? He said he's not ready now. Whenever he's ready, he will let me know. Of which that means I have to take care of the boy later. For like a month later, when I wasn't getting any response from Human Rights, I sent him a message again that way, come, let's do this DNA. Let's settle this thing and make him do the DNA of this boy. Come and start taking care of this boy. I am schooling, he is schooling, I am taking care of him, I'm taking care of myself. It is not easy for me. Come and I was the one, he wasn't running after me to do the DNA. Instead, he abandoned the boy for 8 good months. He didn't call, he didn't send any message, he didn't send any money to the boy, nothing. So I sent him a message twice about this DNA. I did not run after him to give me money or to take care of this boy ever since he laid the allegation of infidelity. And I stood on the ground that you have to do this DNA. But he doesn't want to do the DNA. And that was why I came and reported this case in December. So after I reported the case in December, that was when, after some time, I now came back again. When he wasn't responding to all DNA of the thing, I came back again here. I came to revisit the case, and they brought the file out and all of that. And I was given, what's it called, date. So fast forward to all these things. Twice that I've telling
You
you.
have fast forward again, because the same thing you fast forward and fast forward.
Twice.
Excuse me.
Hold on.
You are the one fast forwarding, because I will not take any allegation. I will not take it easy with you when you alleged me. I'm not going to take it from you. You were given opportunity to talk, and you were saying, making this statement, fast forward to the other thing, fast forward to the other thing. If I give you time to express yourself and you refuse to express yourself, you can never pass any blames on me, because I know the hours I spent on this seat listening to both of you. So speaking it, putting it on my face that I never let you talk is a letdown on me, which I'm not going to take from nobody. Don't fast forward anything. Give your detail. Respond back to all his allegations. The essence of sitting down here is to give both of you fair hearing. So don't fast forward nothing. Say exactly what happened. Let's hear you out.
So when we came here, I actually brought my own case. I reported based on what happened. I didn't know he has a lot of allegations, false allegations against me. I didn't know. I didn't see it coming. It was after I complained that he later complained behind the camera. And after then, I wasn't allowed, like I said. So now I came here with an evidence against all of his 4 allegations. Now I'm going to talk about his 4 allegations that he laid against me behind the camera. Because a lot of
behind
people,
the camera,
yes,
not here.
He didn't consent to live.
But his audio was there, so he's not behind the camera. Everybody they were hearing what he was saying.
No, not live. He didn't consent to the live show.
No.
Yeah, he didn't consent
The
to the
first
live show.
interview was still live. He did not consent to show his face, but his audio was there from the beginning. You were showing your face. He was giving his audio.
No, I don't know if there was no video. You were not videoing him because he didn't consent live. So
Yes.
If there was any other form of recording that day.
No, you were talking. You were like, didn't you see yourself?
Yes, I was allowed.
Were you not hearing his voice?
No, it wasn't showing.
No, you must go back and watch it.
No, ma.
Go ahead.
No, ma, it wasn't showing.
There is no how you will talk. We can't be interviewing here and he will not be here. But go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
It wasn't showing. So he laid 4 allegations against me. Then 2 was before we got married. The other 2 was when I got married to him. So I didn't see all this coming. All I knew was I was experiencing a lot of hatred from everyone, his families, his friends, their wife, neglection, hatred, and everything. I never see any of these things coming at all. Not until when he said it the day I brought this case here, I knew why everybody was hating me. Now, he said he laid four allegations against me. Who was before we got married? The first one was he said there was a day I went out, then I came back home. I came back with a lot of things. Meanwhile, that day he wanted to go out with me. I said, no, you can't follow me to where I am going to. So he went home, then I came back because I had an apartment then. He hasn't proposed, we're just single. I had an apartment then. So I met him in my house then. Then he said, okay, where am I coming from? So I just told him I went to a family friend. That's where I'm coming from. I didn't know he has cloned my WhatsApp. He cloned my WhatsApp without my consent all those twice.
He said it then.
Exactly. Even up in dates. He said it that day that he can go to that app. It's permanently cloned that you have access to my WhatsApp. So that day when I got him, I was trying to explain to him that, okay, fine, when he brought the evidence of the chat out, and I said, there's nothing sexual about it. This is a man that came to Akure at my mom's shop, bought card from me, was stranded, I ate out. Now, I didn't even know who this man is. I do not know his words. I didn't know anything. Not until when this man went back to London and gave me a call and appreciated me for what I did. Ever since then, we turned brother and sister, and he was always checking up on me that, okay, whenever he came back from what's it called, London, he's always going to check up on me. So this man came back from London and called me that day, even before that, he will be coming back with his family, that he got some things for me, he will be supporting me with a lot of things, my schools, because as then I was actually looking for I had ND and I was running a program in what's it called, University of Lagos. So I had to make a lot of payments, reason that I sponsor myself. So this man now volunteered to okay, he said he was going to help me and all of those stuff. So I told Dari when Dari brought out the evidence of chats with that man, I told Dari that there's nothing sexual about these things. This is just a man I know that is just more like a brother to me and shows me like a sister. That there is nothing sexual about us. Yes, I went to meet him that day. I came back that day. That was Dari's first allegation. Dari's second allegation before we got married or before he proposed to me was when I went to an ex party, a St. Fort party. I went to my ex St. Fort party. Was relocating to Canada to study. So reason because we are in the same group of friends. A lot of our friends arranged what's it called, party, St. Fort party. So I went there and I came back the following morning. I never knew he cloned my phone. All those were again. I never knew. So he cloned the phone again and said, where did I go to? Because that night I didn't tell him I was going to my ex what's it called, St. Fort party. I never told him that. So he said he showed me the following morning I came back, he showed me the message that this is the message. That he knew I went to meet man, he knew I went to meet my friend, blah blah blah, all of those stuff. And I told him, fine. I went to meet my ex. We had a party, we had a St. Fort party. That was when I knew I cheated on him. Then. And I agreed to. And I apologized because I knew how he felt. It felt so odd. And I told him that I am sorry, it won't happen again. And I told him that if you will be having issue with trust, let us break this relationship. I wouldn't want to go into any relationship and we would have issues about trust. If you know we will have issue on trust, let us part. But he said it's fine, that he regretted cloning my WhatsApp without my consent, of which I thought at first when he cloned it, he has stopped. So that was when I cheated on him, when he hasn't proposed to me, with my ex that I went to his party. Now, when we got married
You cheated on him. When?
When we were 16, single. We were just single, we just started dating. I went to an ex party.
Okay.
So now, his third allegation here was I went to Akure for Easter. He still cloned my WhatsApp. So he said he saw a message that stated that I said I am coming. He said I am coming. So he said I came back the following, January. I came back January. That I was running around. I was telling him to sleep with me. That he released his specimen inside me, and the following week I got pregnant. This is the most disgraceful statement I have ever heard from a married man say to his wife, that he was intimate with me, he released his sperm inside of me, and that I got pregnant the following week, and because of that you were suspecting me, or because you saw I am coming, are you in the office, you thought I went to shit. He said here that I was running around him, chasing him with sex. Now I'm going to talk about the third allegation, which was when we got married. Now, this man knew that I am business oriented. He knew I sell a lot of things. his friend was the one that took us to Akure. Even his friend brought things. I used to sell sneakers, shoes, round neck for his best friend. I sold it for him. He used to buy from me. Now, his friend that took us to Akure came that Easter because we all went to Akure. Then he came to Lagos to do New Year. So the friend, he knew that way because and this time that I felt okay, I can't just go to Akure and sit. That's where my family is. I need to do something. I hate to be idle. Okay, let me buy round neck. I put in 50,000. I bought round neck. I used to sell it for 2,000. Okay, I'm going to get 100. Let me take it. Since I grew up in Akure, I know a lot of people. I can easily do business, in the Easter time and all of that. So I bought round neck. His friend, even the night before we left to Akure, his friend even brought some of the round neck from me. So he knew I was going to Akure not only to spend the Easter, but as well to do some business, to raise money. So he knew that. So I do not know, and I would like to see the message that states that I am coming. So he said he cloned my phone, and my phone stated, the message stated that I say that I am coming. That I am coming. He's in the office. He said it the last time he was here. That was his third
So you are
allegation.
coming as your response to the person that was chatting you, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So that's the third allegation that he talked about. That is when we got married. So he said because of that, I cheated, and that was why he said he wanted to do the DNA. And because he slept with me, he released a specimen inside. And the following week, I said I was pregnant. So because of that, I is denying the paternity of the boy. Now, this is the man that knows I do business a lot. You went to extract messages just because you wanted to defend yourself against me. You went to extract messages. He extracted messages and came with it the first time he came here and recorded behind the camera.
Messages how? The fake messages or messages that actually exist?
I do not know which of the
existed on your
That's
phone?
why I said I would like to see the message. I don't even know the message that he said. He said he saw that I sent it to someone that is in the office. Yes, when I went to Akure in December, man, I have a brother. We're at 5. I am the second born. Okay, Samuel, pick up your bag. Let me put this round leg inside. Let's go sell these things. I need to make some money. Reason be that I know where I was coming from. We need to sell this thing. Okay, if I can put 50,000, I will get 100,000. Put this thing. Let's go sell. Do this thing. I would like to introduce it to these people. So I will be sending one neck back to you. So you will be selling it for them. So that was the whole reason behind. Probably when you saw that I said, "Are you in your office?" Probably I was going to sell something. I was going to sell all of my one necks, and I didn't go alone. Reason being that I knew I was married. It's not appropriate for me to go stay with someone or to go visit someone alone. So my brother was always following me. Then I wasn't pregnant. My brother was always following me to anywhere I was going. And okay, we sell, we go back home, we sell, we go back home. So I guess that is where he got his message from. Though all those while he has already cloned my own phone without my consent. So when I got to Akure, when I got back to Lagos, we met each other. We've missed each other for like 2 weeks. I saw him, I hugged him. Okay, we had a lot of nice times together. So I think the moment he said, "Am I in my free period?" He's this type that doesn't release his specimen. He doesn't want a baby, so we don't want it. But the marriage is always boring to me because, you see, man, he gave me a lot of reasons to cheat on him, but I never did. But I'm going to state this reason because you pushed me to the edge whereby I now need to defend myself. Now, I will talk about that as soon as I'm done with allegation. So, I went to Dare. We had sex together. I think for the first time in our marriage and our relationship, he released a specimen inside. And the following week, I was feeling so different, and I told him that I need to do a test. So I think the following week, we now tested, and I realized I am pregnant. So we went to the hospital, and when we got there, the doctor said, I think the end of the month or first week of February or the end of January, the doctor said, okay, I'm 4 months, 2 weeks. So he now asked that why. The doctor now said they used to add 2 weeks to the initial pregnancy stage and all of that. So I said, fine, anyway it is. I know he is the father. This is the only man I am with. So I never knew he was doubting me all those while. I never knew. All I knew was he stopped making love with me. When the marriage, he stopped making love with me. He stopped completely. That I will come back from the hospital and say, that way, let's do this thing. He will say no. Reason being is because I said the reason why you stopped that. So the second allegation, that was the first allegation, and that was what happened entirely. Now, his fourth allegation, that was after we were denied visa. Everything changed. The home, our matrimonial home, was a hell for me. it changed completely. It changed completely. So if when you come at home, he knows I work from, I sew from home, I sell online, I do all those things. So the environment he got an apartment at, since we're not actually moving. So sometimes they come, they sew for 1,000. So the money wasn't much. And I was trying to gather money together to get a shop. So sometimes he will come home frustrated. And it's because I am at home. That is why I'm doing this, I'm doing that. But you could see that I'm actually trying to work hard and get a shop. So I told him that fine. There was a day he was supposed to let me take something to Ibadan. My sister is a copper in Ibadan. Ma'am, because I am business oriented and he knows, I used to send the van neck to my sister to sell in his copper's lodge in Ibadan. My sister will sell because we put money together. We knew if we put 100,000 on this thing, we will get a double of it. We will send it. And he was supposed to send. That was 4 months after the first allegation. So I was already 4 months pregnant. That was his fourth allegation, which is the last, which was the last allegation he actually made here. So I will send the one neck to my sister. Sometimes he will take those one neck to the park and send it to me and send it for. So there was this day he came home and was just frustrated and all that way. You let me take this one neck and give it to my sister at the park.
You are repeating yourself.
No, I wanted to talk about the fourth allegation. His fourth
Please
allegation.
be brief, because I have other things to attend to.
All right. So he said, no, he wasn't going. I said, okay, fine. If you are not going, I will take it to the park myself. He didn't go. This is the guy that Ojota is closer to his mom's shop where he works. So it's just, this is the park, this is the shop. He could easily let me take the, van neck there. So he didn't do it. I took the van neck to Ojota myself. So when I got to Ojota, I was like, what's the need going home? When I knew he's always frustrated, always making home hell for me, just because our visa was denied and everything just changed and went sour. You stop making love, you make everything sour at home. So I just changed my mind. I said, fine, let me go to Akure, Ibadan. From Ibadan, let me quickly fast track this thing. Make my sister sell this thing. I know some people, I did my height in Ibadan with another.
So what now happened? You are repeating Ibadan, your sister and whatever.
His fourth allegation is centered around this thing.
But what you are saying is not necessary. Just go straight to the allegation.
All right. So he said he saw a message that I sent a message to someone. That was 4th month that I was already pregnant. That he said he saw a message that I said, Honorable, are you in the office? So he said because of that, when he laid his fourth allegation, because of that same thing, same message that he saw on my WhatsApp, that Honorable, are you in the office?
Was there any message like that?
I do not know. But what I knew was
with any honorable?
Yes, I did. I did my IT in Ibadan. I did it with the honorable. So I said, Honorable, I have my sister looking for a job. We could easily come. Let me introduce my sister to you, so my sister can sell one neck with you, and as well you can help me, get my sister established, probably anything of job opportunity or anything whatsoever. So I got to Ibadan and I told my sister, okay, if you are done selling this thing, let's go and meet Honorable. I and my sister went alone to Honorable's office. So we sold the van neck. After selling the van neck, Honorable gave my sister the job opportunity. So I went to Ibadan, to Akure, back to Akure. From Ibadan, I went to Akure. So there is a loan I do in Ibadan, in Akure. That is a cooperative. I have 50,000 there. Let me talk. Stop making mockery of me. Let me talk. So I have 50,000 naira in that cooperative. All this is just to get money, make money together and get a shop. So I have this 50,000 there. I took the money we made for Ibadan. I took it to the cooperative to add to it and get 100,000. So I got 100,000 there. I told him that way, I'm going to get a shop. So that was where he went to extract a message that said, Honorable, are you in the office? This is the guy I told that when I came back from Akure, I told him that I went to Ibadan. I went to introduce my sister to someone. I was able to sell some things. I was always carrying him along. I told him I'll be talking to a few of my friends. To assist me in getting a shop. Since you couldn't assist me, you're always pushing me to always get something doing and all of those things. Fine, I'm going to talk to a few of my friends. I grew up having more of male friends. So I said I'll talk to a few of my friends that we have nothing to do sexually. That I'm going to talk to them about assisting me with what I have on ground, just to get a shop and to get something doing, because what I was getting wasn't much. So he knew about it all along. So I started talking to a lot of my friends after I came back from Akure. I started talking and I was already 5 months pregnant. So I started talking to some of my friends that, okay, fine, assist me with, anything. These are the messages. I started talking to them that, okay, assist me. We went to extract. There's one of them that I extracted the messages for me. I started talking to them that they should assist me. Some of them I talked to them that okay, fine, please, I have my husband. Can you always bring, patronize him, all of those stuff. I started talking to a lot of people that they should assist me. Man, you can go to it. I have a copy of it here. I can give it to you. So not only that, this is a message of me telling someone to help us with traveling issues. These are conversations with my friends. With my friends that I went to extract messages on. This is me telling someone that I and my hobby decide to take giving a traveling second chance. I was always talking about us with all of my friends.
With the honorable.
This is not with honorable. Honorable is done.
Okay.
Honorable is no longer in the picture anymore. Now, these are my friends that I was trying to solicit help from them to get a shop, to rent a shop. So now this is where that we came up with all of man. You can go through them. You can go through them. So this is where that way. I'm not done. I'm not done. Now I said earlier, I said earlier that he gave me reason to even shit on him, but I never did. If anybody would want me, my husband out, it would be my parents that are married for more than 30 years and trained me in the way of God. Now I told Dawe, this is a man that is addicted to masturbation and pornography. Now, ma'am, let me talk. He has pushed me. This is a secret I have kept for 3 good years without telling any man. Even if they ask this man why he is not kind of intimate with me sexually, he will tell them that because anytime he come closer to me, the things I have done for him comes to him. So kills is no. It is not just because he wanted to tarnish my image, make me bad, make me take the guilt for him. So now, there was a day we were intimate. I'm sorry I said this, but you pushed me to say it. I kept it for 2-3 years.
Yes.
Man, this is the man.
This is
the man that any little thing he brings to his family. They will have a copy of all my messages. Even the what's it called? The first allegation, the first 2 allegations. He will bring the copy and give the copies to all his family. He will expose me. Now, I said he gave me reason to even shit on him, which I never did. So there was a day we were being intimate. After being intimate, I went off. All of a sudden, I heard it's a sound coming from the bedroom. What sound is this? So I went. The door was locked. I sneaked through the down place because I could see that it's a sound of something like more sex or something like that. So I saw him masturbating and watching pornography. Ma'am, I confronted her. If you want to deny this to make me look bad. No, hold on. If you want to deny this to make me look bad or a liar against to everyone, I'm going to curse you from the pains and the shame. No, I will. From the pain and the shame you have caused my entire life and my son. Now, this is the man I saw. I saw him. I confronted him that night. Why do you have to do this?
You are at home.
Man?
You are at home?
Yes, we're both at home.
And you went to another room?
Yeah, you even changed to another room.
And started masturbating?
Yes. It was that night after we were done having sex. He went to a toilet and he was watching pornography. He was masturbating. I confronted him. Daddy, why are you doing this? He denied it completely. Daddy denied this completely. I was like, Daddy, you denied this completely. This is what I saw. This was the following morning. Daddy now was not like he saw it happened. After then, a month after,
he even denied it to you.
He denied it as well.
But some people don't deny it.
He even denied it.
All those
why he has stopped making love with me. I never knew he was even addicted to it. No, you can deny this. I have told you. Now this time around, you've pushed me to a stage whereby I'm going to curse you for my face and the shame because my son.
Any other thing?
Yes, now there is. Now, the 4th month, I think a month or 2 after, he moved from the main room and moved to the visitor room. He now said because I don't take fan because of my son. Because of the son that he wasn't fine. I understood that. So I know later, for like a month, he was sleeping in the room. He was, doing, even before then, he used to go and sleep in the room or sleep in the sitting room. But I do not know where that was actually coming from. So it was not a day I went to
in the visitor's room again.
Yes.
He started masturbating.
This is why he has stopped making love with me. I used to go to him, make the move. Oh, come on, let's do this thing, stuff like that. I am not looking bad. You know that. I am not a rapper wife. I'm deodorant fit. I have my deodorant, even my son. I am neat, I am not dirty. So you don't put that blame on me. The following, I think a month after, he moved to the visitor's room. So fine, I didn't care anymore at the point. So I now went to spread very early in the morning. It was on a Thursday. He doesn't go out early on a Thursday because of environmental, his mom's job. So I was going to clinic to take my son to the clinic. So I washed my son's what's it called, clothes early in the morning. I wanted to go and spread at the back of the room. I saw him again doing the same masturbation and watching pornography. He shut out the window, and this window you can see through from outside inside. He was doing his normal thing. I didn't say anything. So when he went out that day, I just moved his bed. I moved it back to the room. That was when we had two beds in the room. Even your mom came in that period and slept with us in that main room. But she asked, but I just told her that our bed is not enough, and I didn't even tell his mom that this is the reason behind it. So I brought the bed together, and all I was just doing then was, okay, fine. Let me try and satisfy this guy. Let me try as much as I used to, because I used to wear his underwears. I wear his boxers. I do a lot of things just to look good for him. So I didn't confront him again. I didn't do anything. All I was just doing at that time was, try and make everything good. I was praying for him. I was doing all those things. This is a man that knows I have a place in the room that I call a prayer room that I used to pray for us. I have it like a prayer room. I used to pray physically for us. So that he knew I am not doing all these things. You knew that. Now, ma, even after I gave birth, it does not. I now asked him one day, like, what's happening? He said because of breast milk. That was the reason. I told him, you and I know the reason behind why you decided not to make love. Don't hide behind breast milk. Don't hide under bad manners or what I used to tell your parents. You and I know the reason why you are doing all this thing. So even before I left his home, there was nothing. Sometimes we can be in the home for 3 months. Since once I'll make the move. I'll go closer to him. That is when we used to be.
Marriage cannot work in that kind of situation.
I am done. Don't ask me if I am done.
Okay.
Don't ask me if I am
All
done.
right, at least you've expressed your feelings, right?
You finished lying, right?
I lied.
Uh,
I lied.
So,
Mama,
as
have you
Let us hear
finished?
the DNA.
Have you
ma'am.
finished?
I'm finished.
You've expressed. Excuse
before-
me.
Okay, sorry.
You have held all your mind, right? And you have responded to all the allegation, and you've equally satisfied your mind. Okay. I don't want. We're not here for new. We have listened to both of
No,
you.
because she laid an allegation right now, and she actually is trying to tarnish my name and my image. If you consented to this live broadcast because you are looking for public sympathy, I'm not looking for public sympathy. There are facts and there are evidences to prove all my claims right here. Now, you said I am addicted to masturbation. I masturbate. This was what happened on that fateful night. Both of us were on the bed. We were getting into the mood. But she raised up an issue, and I told her the issue. I think the issue was about my sister. So it got her in a foul mood because of my stand on the issue, and she suddenly stopped. You understand? So I tried moving close to her. She was more like pushing me away, that she's no longer in the mood. So that was what prompted me to go into the bedroom and trying to relieve myself. So that was what happened that night. Then she sat down beside the door, opened the door slightly, and she came. She was not like that if this is what I'm doing to do, that she can actually help me out. And I said no, that I denied the watching the phone. Then Gina said that she sat down at the door and she saw me, and I said, okay, yes, that's fine. She caught me, but it was because of what she did. So we made up that night and we went back to bed. And that was the only time that the thing ever occurred. Now, that day that I made those allegations, you know what she did? She couldn't respond to those allegations. She went back. The person that has been coaching her has not given her points on way to defend herself. The so-called honorable that she's talking about, I didn't say she was going to honorable's office. It was a conversation between her and her sister. The morning that she was coming, that she was supposed to come to Lagos. This is the conversation. Now, when she came to Lagos, I knew she was coming to Lagos. But because I was one, I even sent her transport fare.
Nice. You sent that. It's so nice.
I sent her transport fare.
Nice.
She called me that Sunday morning and told me that she didn't have enough.
That was Easter.
And I sent her transport fare to come back to Lagos. Now, on getting to Lagos, we still had a pending issue because I told her that I gave your brother's money. One of them did not say thank you, and I was trying to admonish her.
See the problem. You see the problem you are having with every other person, including me here.
Sorry, ma. It's just lying.
You will talk for how long? And not that. What makes you think everything you said is truth?
No, it's
and he's not challenging you, and you cannot be patient enough to bear his lies.
Okay, ma'am. Listen, but it's all lies.
So if it's like this in this office, how has it been in your house?
So sorry for the cutting short of this. Now, she now told me that if that is the case, because I told her that if somebody else outside gives your brother something and he doesn't appreciate for say thank you, the person might feel bad, but it's in the family. I just felt that I need to tell you about it. And she got angry and she said, is it because of the 1,000 I gave my brother? If that's the case, don't give him any money. I said, it hasn't gotten up to that. So that's the argument we had prior to her coming back. She came back that Sunday and she tried making up with me. And I told her that fine, it's okay. The next thing was that she told me that she downloaded an application that shows her menstrual cycle and that she's free. That I should release inside. And I told her that we have a plan. And you yourself told me that you don't have any free period. That the way your body system is, at any moment that you can take in. And I said no, that don't let us take that risk. But she kept on piling the pressure that she's married, that this stage, that she already that I should look at the app, blah, blah, blah. So I gave in. That was on a Sunday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Then by Wednesday, I came back from work and she was looking somewhat gloomy. And I was like, what is the issue? She said, nothing. I said, okay, no problem. The following week, she sent me a message via WhatsApp. Baby, I'm pregnant. This is it here.
Okay, nevertheless, there is no point of all that. The DNA test here will tell us the stand of the whole thing. If she has been cheating in the relationship and the child does not belong to you, we don't need all these traits. You give her the child to go and take good care of herself or of the child, or locate another father of the child. And if eventually the child belongs to you, then possibly she did not cheated within the period both of you have sex. A woman can have sex with how many men, and it's only one that will have the child.
Exactly.
Yes. So, and a woman can be faithful in her relationship. Probably, maybe, but from her statement, you heard what she said. I cannot. It's not justifiable for someone to be in a relationship and you watch your partner masturbating, be you man or woman.
Exactly.
And the satisfaction you need by masturbating, you have your spouse there to satisfy you. So come what may, you either just cross your mind and forget about having sex, or otherwise you go there, have it with your partner. Some people have even the same sex with a partner even while they're not even happy, they are not even in love with the person, they hate the person, but they still have sex with the person. So you can decide to ease yourself with the same partner other than going to masturbate and do all trash, because biblically it's not even good, spiritually it's not even good, because it can affect you negatively. And that's what some of us don't understand. That aside, then also, if you have a partner, if you satisfy yourself through masturbation and you don't know how the partner feel at that moment, if his or her own urge desire you, you are tempting this person to cheat on you in that relationship. Because if you are just out there, you are not married or whatever, you feel okay. If you are not if your urge did not require Janet, maybe you want to go for a route or whatever. But if you are married, the concept demand you respect your matrimonial bed, and that respect must be that love, that interest, that, in fact, that intimacy must come in definitely, because you cannot just be in a relationship because of material things. You let material be, let it be secondary, because material things can never give you joy, cannot give you hope, cannot give you anything close to peace in your life. First, you choose what you love, then go in for it. After which, any other thing, material you want, should be an addition of secondary. You get me? So if you have ever done that for whatever reason, is bad. Because if this relationship did not work out and it become between you and somebody else, I don't think there is any woman or man that would tolerate watching your wife watching porno and masturbating herself, or watching your husband masturbating himself, whereas you are in that house. That is a height of humiliation. You are killing the person emotionally. You are derailing him or her. You are equally killing the interest for both of you. Come what may, whatever be the issue between both of you, must find alternative on how to resolve the issue. No masturbating. If you have the high urge, play with the person, do it. But that doesn't mean you can't air your mind, you cannot express your pains, you cannot release your pain. You can do that even in the course or even after. Because that can lead to a lot of things in marriage. It can lead to separation, it can lead to distrust, it can lead to betraying, it can lead to cheating, it can lead to even death. Because some that cannot even bear it may decide to take their life. Is it the man? What is going on? Is it that I'm not attracted to my wife anymore? Is she having it with somebody else and seeing me? I don't look like a man to her, to the extent I don't feel attracted to her and she's even doing it. A man can take his life for those that cannot withstand tension and pressure or such. A woman can equally do that. So such shouldn't exist at all, either between two of you or without with any other person. It's not good. Then we'll go, my dear sister, relationship is easy but difficult. Very easy when you find somebody that is your friend. Very difficult when you see opposite of you. If you are in a relationship with somebody of your like mind, it's as sweet as honey, as easy as you drink Coke and Fanta. But if you are with opposite, as in you are thinking left, the person is thinking right, you assume you are in hell already existing on earth before your death. Because there is nothing you can do that will please the person. There is nothing you can do that will satisfy the person. There is nothing you can do that can give such person joy. And if you really want to be in a relationship, mostly when it comes to marriage, if you have ever done anything comparing your partner to distrust you, you must find every avenue to win his or her trust back again. How you started matters, but some people can be so stupid that they will not care how you started. How you started matters, but some people can be so hopeless that they don't even know change is inevitable. You meet a prostitute in a hotel, right? You have your reason of going there is to just have fun, according to some of you. Less noise. Less noise. Your purpose of going there is to just satisfy your sexual urge. But in the course of doing that, you meet the prostitute with a good character. Then you forget her work as a prostitute. You now forget her lifestyle. But that is what is earning from. If she find any other thing, she feel okay, probably she don't even know any other means or source of living. Marrying the person, you took her from there. You know what she was into. You look at the character and you married her. Then every slight mistake, you said you are a prostitute. Didn't I meet you in the hotel? Are you not a prostitute? Did she now ask you, did she lie to you that she was not a prostitute? No. You met her in the hotel and you choose to marry her. So why rubbing it on her again? Why not let go of that prostitution and face the reality of what both of you are facing now? You talk about, okay, she's insulting you. Yes, she's stubborn, she's insulting. Why leaving this issue of insult and stubbornness and challenge or any other thing, and you are calling her name? You are a prostitute. You are an armed robber. Are we discussing robbery here? We are discussing marriage. Why are you talking about robbery and prostitution? One, I told you that day that you have no single right, not even in marriage, if it comes to rights. But if you really want, you don't trust your partner. That is why some people go as far as paying the cheaters and whatever to track their spouse and all that, their boyfriend, girlfriend, and husband and wife and all that, to be sure of the kind of partner they stay with. Instead of going that extra mile, challenge your doubts and allow her to explain to you. You clone her phone, which is against her rights. You bug into her privacy. No lawyer will tell you that what you did is right, whether married or not married. Then after you declone her phone, or maybe you are still cloning her phone, and she told you that this happened when both of you have not married, even when you have not proposed her, which most of you, even men, does that. So they'll propose you, they are still sleeping around all manners of women. They did a man pay your dowry and you pack your things and go to his house. That is when you call yourself a married woman. Propose is not marriage. Engagement ring is not marriage. If you engage person 1 million times and you did not marry, 1 million people come, they will drop that engagement ring and go for who is ready to take you for marriage as a wife. Then you were prognosing into her lifestyle, into her private life and all that, which resulted you having doubt in her sincerity in the relationship. And which can also affect your sexual feelings for her. Because when you don't trust your partner, you will always have the reason of having less feeling for him or her. And when the person has proven to you that he or she is not a faithful partner when both of you are married, then you have the cause of being afraid or be feeling this person is doing this, is cheating on me, is doing that or that. But when it becomes the things of where both of you were single, you have not paid her dowry and all that, you shouldn't bring that, because she was not answerable to you. You were not married to her. So you can't question her movement, her lifestyle then. Why am I saying all this? I'm saying this so that if both of you have any reason to think twice in going back to your relationship, you know where or little where you can make amendments. And if you choose to go on with your life, because marriage is not by force, you should be able to know where you have wrong here and make correction in another one. If she clone your phone, there is no way she will not find error in you. You are not Jesus and you are not Muhammad. There is nobody that cannot err. It might not be sexual aspect, it might be other thing. If you did not toast women may want to toast you. After all, you are a tailor. Both men come to you, women come to you. You are dealing with unisex or both sex come to you. You can be tempted or tempt any other person. The power to withhold and stand and also derail from where you be tempted and bring shame and disgrace to yourself and to your spouse is what we are talking about here. So please, let's let go of the past. After the DNA result is being read, then we think of what next to do with both of you, because you are both young, and how the upbringing of the child should be put paramount between both of you. This result, I may decide not to even read it. I will give it to them to take home. You get me? So if you disturb me too much on this, I will just make photocopy, give them, share the result with them, and I'll ask them to go home to go and read the result. So if it is like that, so what will you do? Will you disturb me? Will you hold it against me? I must not read the result. After all, it's not your result. It's their result.
You know what Tommy friend said to me?
All right, let's go straight to the point. Let no more talk. We have the child name Jasin and the father Damilare. The results read from the child D3S1358. The child is 1517. The supposed father is 15. VWA 4.40. The child is 1518. Dari is 15. D16S539. The child 0.84. The child is 1113. The father is 911. CSF1PO 9.87. The child is 912. The supposed father is 79. TPOX 0.50. The child is 89. The supposed father is 814. D8S1179 3.52. The child is 1113. The supposed father is 1114. D21S11 1.03. The child is 32.2. The supposed father is 2930. D18S51 1.61. The child is 1417. The supposed father is 1418. D2S441 4.60. The supposed child is 1112. The supposed father is 1112. D19S433 35.06. The child is 1112.2. The supposed father is 12.2 15.2. THO1 4.34. The child is 7. The supposed father is 7. D22S1045 2.59. The child is 1117. The supposed father is 1617. D5S818 1.49. The child is 1213. The supposed father is 813. D7S820 1.68. The child is 812. The supposed father is 1112. SE33 3.04. The child is 23, 28.2. The supposed father is 19, 28.2. D10S1248 4.88. The child is 12, 15. The supposed father is 12, 13. D1S1656 4.55. The child is 15.3, 16. The supposed father is 11, 15.3. D2S1338 9.20. The child is 23. The supposed father is 23. Interpretation. Combined paternity index. That means, what is her name again? Omo. From this result, from the result I've read so far, tell me what you have sensed in it. Eh?
I don't know, but it's the father.
You don't know. You don't know this result, but it is his father.
Obviously, what you're reading, I can see related numbers. But
Related or unrelated?
related,
All related.
all related.
All related number.
I can see the numbers are. I don't really understand, but I can see you calling 14, one is 12. I can see. It's the father. It's the father.
Mhm.
The
And
father just brought you for
Dari,
me for nothing. You beat me up.
I've not even read the result. You are saying bring shame on you.
Oh, yeah, I know, even with that DNA. Man,
Are
let me
you
bring
a
the
hold
boy.
on? I'm coming. Hold
Let me
on.
bring the
Are
boy
you
for you.
are you a DNA specialist? Eh?
I'm not, but I knew who slept with me. I know I was faithful to him all through the marriage. Now, let me bring the boy for you
Don't
to
bring
see.
the boy yet.
It is the two of them are resemblance everything because Taye wanted to defend himself against me.
Okay, Dari, do you have any?
Got
Do you
shame.
have? Excuse me, madam. Do you have any reason from this result? Do you understand that the child is not yours or the child is yours?
I don't understand any of what. I'm only waiting for you to say if it's positive or negative.
Okay.
But let me just state something clear.
Okay.
The reason why I asked for a paternity test was this. After she carried Jason out of her matrimonial home, and she said she wants to go and concentrate on taking care of her son, herself, and her family. That was what prompted me to want to know if
That is not the
Jason.
nice this thing. You have said it different this thing. Okay, let's read. It's okay. Let's read. Let's say the final result at least. The alleged father is not excluded as the biological father of the tested child based on the testing result obtained from the analysis of the DNA was listed. The probability, Yusuf, you have problem.
You know how you made everyone.
The probability of paternity is 99.9999998%. This probability of paternity is calculated by comparing to an untested, unrelated, random individual of the general population, assume proud possibility equal. So the child belongs to you.
Thank you very much.
Is this your child? This is the result.
Thank you very much.
I need a receipt. I need a copy of this. All right, Darren, what do you have to tell us in this regard? Because that excuse you are giving is not excuse enough. You
That
say you
is
take the child
that is not
for the child, you want to take care of the child.
that
If
is
someone
not
say they want to take care of the child, does that mean
that is
you
not
should
the
not
only
take
that is not
paternity?
the only reason. That's just one of the many reasons. While she was pregnant with this child, I hope you're listening. While she was pregnant with this child, she went to Akure
I
twice.
expected you to say I'm sorry. I'm not
No,
expecting
you
any
asked
of
me.
these
You
is
asked
this
me
the
for
okay, but now the child belongs to you. If she went, even if she went to Abuja or she went to London, now you know the child belongs to you. So there was not any cheating as far as the pregnancy and the marriage is concerned.
I have not come out to say that she cheated on me.
Is it not what you're emphasizing
I
on?
only-
That's what you have been emphasizing on now.
I only requested for DNA for that child to be 100% sure.
If you trusted her, will you demand for
She
DNA
gave me
test?
reason not to trust her.
And you said you are not doubting her. Now you said you are not doubting her. Later you said whatever.
So she gave me reason not to trust her.
Some of you should be careful
Like I
with your
said,
statements.
the last time I was here, if it turns out positive, I'll take care of Jason.
2 weeks after the DNA, the boy fell sick. I rushed him to hospital. I called Darren. Darren, where are you? Jason is sick. I rushed him to the hospital. I called Darren instantly. Darren said he's not around. That where he is, he cannot get to Ikogu daddy. And that his brother is, no, let me talk. And that his brother is going to call me. Man, his brother called. His brother was lying. His brother was telling me that he is not in Lagos. And that he told me where he is, he can't get to Ikogu that night around 11. I stayed in hospital for 2 weeks taking care of that boy alone. I was working, I was taking care of him. I had to pay the hospital bills. Daddy didn't check on me for that 2 weeks. It's not like Daddy didn't know the boy was his own.
Where is the
It's not that you didn't know this boy was your own. That you wanted to make me feel like it, like you wanted to make you feel
you made this
useless.
payment, Abby?
Yes.
This is the original copy.
Thank you.
Give me an undertaking form.
For 2 weeks, his brother called. His brother was lying to me that he's not in Lagos. Only if his brother knew how hot it is for me to lie to me that you are restricting him from seeing his own son. I was alone taking care of him.
Please.
Did you call after
Please
that?
enlighten the people where I was. If you know that
You
I was
told
not in
me.
Lagos.
You told me.
If you know,
Ma'am, all this time, Daddy was coming and packing his luggages from
When?
the apartment
when?
that he rented, moving it close to probably going back to his mom's house or anything, I don't know. He was moving his luggages for 2
I think
weeks.
they called him from this office. He said he was not in Lagos.
Exactly.
He told them we was on. I had the secretary was there together. He told the secretary that he is not around the Keja. Firstly,
No, he
secondly,
said he was not in Lagos.
no, he said it twice. Ma'am, this is the secretary. He said he is not close to Ikeja. Later he now called. He said he's not in Lagos.
I didn't call. Your secretary called me back.
Ma'am, what did he say that day when you called him? What was the 2 things that he said? Please talk.
Oh God.
That was what you said. The same thing that happened during when I called you that Jason was
When
sick.
you called
It's the
me,
same thing you repeated.
Can you just let me talk? When you called me in the middle of the night, I called my brother after speaking to you.
So you must not see them now. You can equally transfer money to her to take care of the child.
I called my brother who is who is
Please
the
quickly
farmer.
write this so I can do other things. You will
The form is over.
you take care of the child henceforth. Now that it's God that the child belongs to you. You take full responsibility.
I'll be taking responsibility of the child even before I write any undertaking.
You said it now. You put it right. Now I will have to sit down here. That is what is going to be attached to you people's format.
I don't understand what you're saying.
You've said it, but you still put it in writing.
What I'm saying is that we are going to agree. Is she leaving the child with me to have for custody, or she wants the custody to be shared?
How old is the child?
1 year, 8 months.
Child cannot be in your custody now. Your lawyer is supposed to have tell you by now.
Now, if the child cannot be in my custody, then she's going to give me access to him.
Sure.
No, she has to also write undertaking.
You are not the one to tell me what to do. You do your work. You are in my office. I know the right thing to do. You write yours, and none of you will deny access each other access to the child. In that your undertaking, you will still indicate on no account are you going to seize the child, whether on visit or on outing or anything.
I don't need to seize.
Bring what is it called form. For some of you, they release child. That is when you possess the child and saying all this and that. None of you should seize the child. The child should be visiting both parents and have fun. And whenever she needs the child outing, if the child is staying with her and you want to visit the child, you want to take care of, you want to like spend weekend or whatever with the child, you take the child and return the child back to her, because the child is still very little to be released to anybody while the mother is still sound and well. But you guys were married now. You're legally married. So have you people separated legally?
We don't stay together for the past
8 months. 8 months is too small. Why can't you people try to sort out this issue for the sake of the child? Darren,
Can I speak?
yes, please.
It's easy to
Pride cannot do nothing.
this issue. It's easy to look at it from outside and just conclude. If you are in a marriage with someone and under 1 year and a half, your wife is already consulting with a lawyer on how to go about divorce, then you know that the person was actually with you because of what she can gain.
No,
I did not.
It's not in all cases.
I did not.
Ability to manage their crisis.
Let me explain something to you.
Allow him now. I thought you are a married woman or even a street woman. Allow this man to even express himself for once.
I was trying to take permission to talk.
What permission? Somebody is talking, you will not let him talk. If I allow you talk, you want to fast forward. You want to talk, at least for now, he's still your husband. Ha! Excuse me. Please, let me, I beg. I don't need stress. I have my own stress. So
sorry about it. So she herself came to me. We had issues in December. She came to me and she told me to my face that she was already consulting with a lawyer friend on divorce. That the lawyer friend told her that the marriage is not up to 2 years. That there's no base for that. The only base for divorce is either I cheat on her or domestic violence. And when hearing all those things, I was amazed, but I still managed to reconcile with her. This same woman sitting down here told me to my face.
For now, is your wife. Learn how to respect her. Come what may, you are not divorced here. Some of you should sound like a responsible person.
Okay.
You sound like a learned person, but I don't see sign of respect and whatever in you. She's still the mother of your child. Let's drop mother. She's still your wife. As at this moment I'm talking to you, give her that due respect.
Okay, sorry.
African men.
My wife sitting down here.
Ha.
She told me to my face that our marriage is caging her. Now, apart from that, I asked her, what do you mean by your marriage? That I've not stopped you from making money. I've not stopped you from doing anything. Said our marriage is caging her. Then she now told me to my face again that if me I'm not ready to go about the traveling stuff again, that it will be better that both of us, a lawyer friend, you call a lawyer friend, a lawyer friend will draft affidavit of separation, that she will take our son to Akure to her parents. That me, I'll go and find out that she will travel. Then I'll go and find out to better my life. Then we can be taking care of Jason. And we will sign agreement on how to take care of Jason. And we were still married. So this thing is not a case of me pushing her out of the marriage. She has been wanting to leave the marriage ever since the traveling didn't work out. While I was at the station,
She's alleging you that you're alleging her that. I don't even know what you people have kept.
Because
Kept in America that the marriage cannot work again because of traveling out of Nigeria.
I did not marry her because of traveling.
So why is that centered on that?
Because that is the reason why I feel she did.
I don't
Because at the police station, the DCO told me to my face that my wife was just with me because of this.
How will he confirm that?
After the DPO, the DCO, and about 3 other female police officers sat her down, they told me to go out. They tried cancelling her on how for us to resolve the issue. She refused. And she told them that she will not return my properties until I sign agreement on taking care of Jesse. That was when the DCO now said, in fact, that let them detain her, that she's proving stubborn.
Okay, there is no problem. Let's not go on that because I have other things to attend. We found out that before now. Since it's beyond what we can say, it's only God that sees the spiritual.
Exactly.
And I pray God intervention in it. With the will of God for both of you to be married, let him intervene. You can decide, you may choose, she can choose, but what God chooses is the final. So, my dear sister, come watch me. You need to calm down, please. Yeah. You need to calm down. I know how you feel if you are being alleged wrongly, but nevertheless, marriage cannot easily work the way you are reacting in everything. I have my own on my body. I cannot tell you I'm perfect in my marriage. Neither am I telling you that my husband is the perfect man on earth. Everybody have their own issue, bothering them from all angles. But I will still have to say it the little way I feel like I say it to anybody that comes before me. Mostly when it comes to the issue of marriage and all that. You will calm down. If you can interrupt him in the house when both of you are talking, learn not to do that in the public when you have a third party between both of you. You can be married to somebody younger than you, even of your age, or even of your low standard. But as long as you accepted that person as your husband or wife, respect that person. Because if there is no respect, I wonder what both of you have thought about each other before go out. Before you settle in marriage. You get me? The body language is not really appealing. I must be sincere to you. Dare. I don't know if that is what people are calling each other. Or this woman seated here, Dare. This woman seated here, Dare. None of you have made single mistake to say even the pet name that you have called yourself. Just 8 months that the pet name has disappeared. At times I'll be having issue with my husband. I'll forget, even at times himself will forget that we're quarreling. He will tell, even while he shout, he say, baby, mind yourself. And he even say, once he say baby, with the tone you want to use to respond the person, hearing that baby alone, your tension will calm down. So this marriage of these days, we just pray, let God help us succeed like our parents succeed in marriage. Otherwise, I don't know where we'll be going. You calm down. As a woman, you will calm down. No, you feel bad, but you still calm down. It's not everything you say that will come out and whatever. There are some families you are married to, it will be a hell. But if you love the man and the man is with you, you will not regret anybody that is against you. It will be like one with God is majority. But when you are married to somebody that sell you out to everybody, sell you out to friends, family, and all that, that is when you'll be scared and the house will become hell for you. If you're with your husband is with you, please, you calm down for every other thing and let you sort out the differences. I said you should write that you will not withhold the need they bring it to you because the same thing she's
Yeah.
going to write.
Now, the boy has started school, and the school is there. At least at this junction, now that the boy is young.
That's what he wrote. I said you'll be taking responsibility of the child. The responsibility of the child is full responsibility now. You don't have any. Is it going somebody that pay? How much is the boy's school fees?
The school
How much? You don't know. You don't have idea.
It's accumulation of a lot of their school. At this junction, is it now? That's like 99,500. 99,500.
And let me tell you how things are going to be done from today. Who pay 150,000 for DNA test can still afford his child's school fees. But at this junction, he knows this child belongs to him. So the school fees and all that now, if you are not taking full responsibility of it, he's the one taking. It must be something both of you must discuss without sentiments. You cannot say it's your child. I'm going to enroll the child into school of 1 million. For that reason, you should pay. No, he's the one paying. So he should know which one is comfortable for him, that he will not default. He will be paid for the child's school fees, and this child clothes and he feeds and he wants to still support. So don't tender bills to his leg or to him without considering his source of income. Who born one child is still willing to born again, and who born a child is still willing to save for himself and other of his responsibility. So whatever you are giving to him must have to be with understanding. The school the child is going to, is both of you have to discuss it. This is where he's going, and this is the reason why they should be going to this school. Not with harsh tone, not with rudeness, not with arrogancy. I keep saying, all this shouting of a thing, there is nothing shout can give to you in marriage. Yeah. Sure, after you shout, you will leave it unsettled. Tomorrow again, you start the same thing. You will shout again when you are supposed to sit down and discuss modalities, how things should be done in a proper way. You shout, use it to shout out. Then at the end, you will not have outcome.
Man, you see this man? I'll be the one chasing him around. You did not help me to make him do all these things. He will have to make sure his mom, everybody is seated there before he decides. He cannot decide on his own.
That is his life. Do you just discover that after marriage, or you just know that it's mommy and family?
That is why I don't want any.
That was paying your own school fees.
You paid it.
Me that was paying your school fees of over 100,000.
I've been taking care of your son for the past 8 months, and you know how much I spend.
I don't need all this stuff. Go and sort yourself out. There is no marriage here, and I can't even waste my energy to talk into this kind of relationship. You get me? You are too big. He's too big. Everybody is big. Nobody is superior to each other. Nobody is a man. Nobody is a wife. This man here, this woman here. So I don't need. As I'm sitting here, I have a lot of stress, a lot of things bothering me and disturbing me. So I don't want anybody. There is nobody that is free of stress. Buhari will tell you what is his own stress. So please, you should not engage me with too much talk. Please write your undertaking there that you'll not deprive him of his child anytime he needs that. You grant him access to his son, and you also hence maintain peace with him in the course of this child upkeep. Because if you call him and send him a insulting text, even if you appear before Supreme Court, he will still have his word to say. or it takes two to tango. You must not be married for you and somebody to discuss welfare of your child. You are too big for a man. You go and marry somebody that is equal to you. I don't need all this stress here. First to this bit.
First.
You sign. Okay, you've signed. Which one they will say is child of visiting day?
I work from Monday to Saturday. So we have to talk on how when you will be coming to the ones the same. I work from Monday to Saturday.
You work on Monday to Saturday. I hope this will not bring part two of the problem.
That is why
He will see his child on the visiting day. Which one is visiting
now
day?
you can't just come here on the Monday morning and say you want to come and see his son. When I'm at
Which
work,
one is visiting day?
probably
That's
on
what I'm
Sunday.
asking you.
Probably on Sunday, or he goes to the boys' school on their break time and see him Monday to Friday. But you can't come to my house and say you want to come and be seeing him. No. Either on Monday or he goes to his school in their break time Monday to Friday and see him.
Which day
or
is
Sunday.
comfortable for you? Is this Saturday? Is this Sunday? Because I also understand you are such a busy person too.
What I can say is Monday to Friday,
Hmm.
she can have custody of Jason.
Okay.
Now, in a month, there are 4 weeks. So, the second weekend and the last weekend, I will have custody of Jason.
It's better.
Second, that is once in a month, right?
That's twice in
Twice
a month.
in a month.
Now, ma'am, let the custody be defined. Doesn't mean you are taking him from me to your place
You
To
spend
stay-
weekend with
to
him.
spend weekend with him.
Yes.
Do you have a problem with that?
He doesn't have a house anymore. He has moved to his mom's house.
How do you know that?
Even if that moved to his mama, that is a family
Okay,
house.
no. People that hated me and my son and abandoned us for 8
But
months.
as far as that is concerned, this is their son and it's their grandson.
Ma, I have to check where he's taking my son to.
You know the family house. You've been there.
I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know the
I
family
don't know
house.
where he is now. I don't know.
Okay, what you will do, bring the child here, keep the
Fine.
child here, and return the child here.
No problem.
Yeah. Write it, you will see the child twice now. So you come here, pick the child. On Saturday, you bring the child here. On Monday, you take the child to school on Monday.
And as far as the school goes, both of us will actually have to sit down and discuss about the school is going to attend. Because clearly, in the first instance, while we were together, she was one that brought a pay slip of the school close to us, which is 54,000. And I said both of us will go and check out the school. And it was going to start school this January. So if you are bringing a pay slip of 99,500, I don't have 99,500. It doesn't matter whether
you
there's
can
Is
come
the
to
child
my
going to school now?
Yes, ma, you have started school. You have started
and
So the kindergarten is how much?
That's their bill. You have not paid for this month. I've been paying for crèche. You just started last month.
How
Because
much?
The total money, the uniform, a lot of the school fee going is I think
Cardigan.
25,000.
if you take a look
Because
at
it's just starting.
if you
So
take a
that's
look
why
at
the whole
what
money
is
is like
there,
that.
you see how ridiculous this is.
But you can put 150 down to do the end.
99,500.
You can look at the breakdown. See,
The number is there. You can call the school.
The tutors 25,000, stationery 1,500, first aid 500, uniform 25,000. Uniform 25,000. How many uniform?
I think they're going to give them 2 uniforms and 2 sports wear with shoes. The number is there.
Cardigan 3,000. School lesson 5,000. Examination 1,500. Practical 500. Registration fee 2,000. Sportswear 6,500. No, it's a different thing. And sportswear is different from the uniform.
You can call the number, ma'am. You can call the number.
No, what you people will do, at least you are the ones you have paid. Both, and I've said it from onset. Both of you, transportation how much? 20,000.
Good boss.
End of the year, whatever, party, 7,000. Well, I said it earlier. Either you are ready to support, let it be 70-30 if you want the child going to this school, or both of you have to look for school that is convenient for him to be paying.
Exactly.
That is what I'm saying. It's not a salary earner. He's a business person, and you know what business is all about. If you're a salary earner, you know at every month you are earning 100,000, 50,000. Come what's made, they'll pay you, but it's going to be delayed. You now plan yourself. Okay, the child will be going to school of 50,000, and feeding will be this, feeding will that will be that. You cannot compare nobody. In my own office, if you are not comfortable, you can appeal to any other office, as every other person is hearing. You just have to make things easy for every other person. You are a working class woman, and that child belongs to you too. If you insist that the child must be going to that school, then both of you should do it 70-30. He brings 70, you bring 30, then the child will be going there. But if he's going to take full responsibility of the child's school fees, then both of you have to discuss the modality, the one that is comfortable for him, at least an average school that he will be paying without defaulting.
Yeah, on a monthly basis.
Let me go offline so that I can attend to other people. The son is 1 year what?
1 year, 8 months.
1 year, 8 months.
Yeah. On a monthly basis, I know how much I spend on his provision.
Because you choose to, madam. There are people that doesn't have, and they find what they can afford within their means. If you are rich enough, my dear sister, you will treat your child like a rich woman's son. Just go ahead.
I do.
You cannot compare him. He will do it within his own ability. You will do it within your own reach, within your own ability. Let him not force you that the child must go to whatever school.
Recording.
What is that?
Does this one look like?
Because you are quick to record him. That's why you used to record me.
And him comparing you to send the child to where he cannot afford, or you send him to, no, it's not done that way. This country is just too good for anybody to force anybody to do something out of their own wish under pressure. That is what I'm saying. To avoid problem here and there, and you going to another place instead of looking for time to do your business and work, you want to go to human rights here, you want to go to court here. Please think wisely as a woman. Calm down yourself and put this into consideration to avoid all this kind of story talking here and there. Take care of the child. If you have the money, consider his income. Let him enroll the child where he can easily pay. I don't want a revisit of this case in my office again, please.
Thank you very much. She alleged that she has made 4 million in the past 3 months. Me, I'm not a millionaire. I've not made up to that.
Have you written that? No, you've not concluded on that.
So, if she says this is the school she wants to send the child to,
He doesn't have them. I married you legally.
Madam, write this statement. I thought you were speaking English in my office as if you're a PhD. You put this thing down the way I said it now. He will have access to his child twice in a month. You said last Sunday of last week.
Second weekend and last weekend.
Second weekend and last weekend. So every last Friday and second last Friday and what you bring the child to our office. Let him pick the child there, and he will submit your child to you here. Since you this office is existing, bring the child here. You will return the child here. You pick it from here. You pick the child also from here. Since you don't want to go to their house.
I'm sorry, ma. I didn't agree to that.
To their house, right? No problem. They will pick the child there and you pick your child here.
And the 2 days has to be reduced to 1 day. Because he's still a young boy. Someone that
Which
can't
one is
talk.
2 days and 1 day?
He can't talk. He can't talk. It's small, but you will take him to where I don't know. I don't even know where you're taking him to.
And it's the reason why I said go and know the place.
I need to know where you're taking. I need to know who is taking care of
You
him.
really
I can't
said
believe
it's
my boy
family
like that.
house.
You say but you told us it's her family. It's her family.
I don't know where
house.
he is presently.
You just told everybody where I am now.
Because that is where you pack your things to. But I don't know where you live.
Okay, what you will do? Write it that way. When before he comes to this place, they must have gone to confirm his address. You wrote your address here, right?
Yes, it's my mom's place. No, I don't think I wrote my address.
Please write it. You write the full address.
So then I also need to know where she is also staying to. So I can go and be picking the boy there.
Your address. This is not what I asked you to write. And I would not want you to make things difficult for me. I've respected you enough and you are stressing me here and I'm not going to tolerate that. You are going to pay for this thing you for. This is not an undertaking. You cannot compare me here. I'm sitting here for the benefit of both of you and the child. And if you stress me further, I will not like what I asked you to write. Because I cannot for any reason, because of you people's differences, and deprive this child a better upkeep. So you have to calm down. I've talked to you like a reasonable person, and I will not tolerate any of this attitude again. This is not what I asked you to write. Your office, your address is to be confirmed by us. His address is to be confirmed by us. And both of you have to trust this office to pick your child here. And you come and pick your child from here. So there is no any going to be, if she come here to come and take the child, or why are you coming to pick the child? Are you supposed to come by 1 hour? Are you supposed to come by 2 hours? To avoid all this kind of stress. If you people understand each other without any issue, you must not go to the house to pick the child or to drop go to the road to pick the child or drop the child. I know where I am bringing the child, and if I come there, I'll pick my child. If you said I am coming to your family house, I'm not entering the house, Dare, I'm at the gate, come and pick the child, leave the child. When you go there, Dare, I'm outside to pick my child, he brings the child. But when there is no understanding and peace is yet to abide, that is the reason why I want you people to give this gap. Please, another undertaking for you, get me, so that you can bring your child and you take the child from here without any stress. You just have to calm down yourself first. Calm down yourself for the benefit of that baby.
How am I supposed to trust the people that hated me and hated his son? How am I supposed to trust my son with them and he will take him to this? I can't.
Okay, hold on. Barry, take the child for 1 day first. You understand me? Let the raisin dust come first. Okay? Please. You are the man here and you have to act like a man. I'm also feeling her emotion. If you hate me, I don't know how we need to relate. You get me? Please calm down because they relate. Don't talk again. Act like this man.
All right, no problem.
This child will definitely grow and it's your child. Nobody's dragging it with you. Time will come that this child will come to you and the child will decide, no, mommy, I'm not coming back. I want to stay 1 month with my dad. Let's consider all this and stop dragging this innocent child here and there. Please. Let's not be talking about, no, you must spend 2 days, you must spend 5 days, or 1 week, or whatever. Please, let's start with a day first. Take the child on Friday. You return the child on Sunday. Please. To enable the child resume school.
Okay, so
Dami, please.
Because
I
don't see how logical it is. If both of us are in Ikorodu, then we force the child to get
that is what I'm saying. If it's like this now, that is what I'm telling her. If it's going to be a day, let's agree on a day, and you take the child, return the child, to avoid stress, my dear sister.
A point of correction: my family does not hate Jason, and my family does not hate her. When you
never say they hate her. I hate Jesse. Say her. Don't talk. Are you a talkative? You have your own problem, Mr. Man. Why must you talk? It's okay now. I just go beg you people. People should allow me now for cry out loud.
No problem.
What kind of case that I will not settle and let go?
No problem. Listen. Can we go?
Let her finish her this thing. Our advice, you come to pick the child. Okay? You come to pick the child. We avail you his address. You know where your child is being taken to. Please, I feel your pain, stay calm down. There's nothing that is impossible. Please. Please. And you know this child has been staying with her all the while. So it's even going to be difficult to keep the child how many days for a start. That a day meeting on Friday, what is it called? Pick on Friday evening, return on Monday or Sunday morning. It's okay. So that you can even study how this child can cope if he's going to cry all through, if he's going to miss the mother, he's going to do that. All things are things that they need to put into consideration. Please. Yeah. This address you write is that where you're staying present.
Yeah.
That will be so when he texts or he calls and is coming to pick the child, you call this office, then they will now text you the address. Is that okay by you? This picture you brought it. Were you aired before he came? Wait, no. Or your first day. Were you aired with his picture before he came? So there's no point of his picture here.
Why did you think?
Yeah, it's like that. If they invite someone that is not come, if it's the only one that's going to be there, they will definitely show who she's alleging. If the person refuses to comply. Yeah, people can. Okay, that is so.